My name is Josh Crandall. I'm a user experience designer here in Lexington. And this is Pied Piper. No, I'm just kidding. I've already gone too far on my slides, apparently. 1 second. Where am I pointing this? There we go. All right. So one of the first things you're going to notice about me, we're going back one more. Am I doing this right? Okay, so one of the first things you'll notice about me is that I'm a big guy. And this is not uncommon in this country. I think we all know that we have kind of an epidemic on our hands. There's 66% of our nation is either overweight or obese. And so this to me was an opportunity. If you've ever dieted or exercised, you know the hardest part about staying on your diet or on your exercise routine is keeping that same drive and vigor that you have on day one throughout the rest of your program or until you've reached your goals. So, let me ask, has anybody in the audience played a game of, an at-home game of Biggest Loser? Raise your hand. Okay, so has anybody played in their corporate offices, and it's hard to say because we have a very young crowd tonight, have you ever played fantasy football at work, or just in general? Okay, so I've done both, and I was very successful at both, and to me it just seemed natural to kind of combine the two. So that's why we have the Fantasy Fitness League. It is a corporate B2B wellness service. Now it fits very easily, very well inside of 3 very large markets and growing markets. The hottest right now, of course, being corporate wellness, and they just came out with a study saying there was over a 3 to 1 return on investment. And if we can go to the next slide. So how do I set myself apart? Because there's a lot of things out there like this, right? So in this model, where I wanted to be able to pit people against each other on a head-to-head basis weekly, like you can in fantasy football, I had to create a level playing field scoring algorithm. And in this, it makes it fair for Jim in accounting, who weighs 300 pounds, to play Sally in legal, who weighs 120, and she wants to lose 5 pounds, and he wants to lose 30. So that's where the level playing field came in to make this even. Next. Also, what sets us apart, we're appealing to all different kinds of player types. If you're familiar with Bartle's player types, we're hitting every single one of those player types in that matrix. We're also, we have constant engagement. So there's daily, there's weekly, and there's season-long goals. There's integrated API of existing services and products. And then there's a trust factor as well. So all of your information is confidential, and the scoring algorithm also plays into that as well. Next. So here's the product. It's a responsive cross-platform web and mobile app, just like you'd see in your fantasy football apps. Next. There's also a physical product component to it. So this would actually come to your office, and you'd have a commissioner that would be designated to lead your league. Next. In the competitive landscape, we have wellness programs. Now, I'm not trying to replace wellness programs. This is simply meant to be a supplement. So you can actually leverage the Fantasy Fitness League to get more of your employees to sign up for your wellness programs. Next. So the revenue streams we're looking at is 90% subscription. Now, again, this is B2B, so I'm looking to get subscriptions from the businesses, from the corporations that are purchasing our service. And there are different tiers. There's different discounted rates and packages that go along with that subscription service. Next. Now, in the marketing and distribution strategy, it's pretty easy. The one on the left, this is a map of the US and the obesity rates. And the one on the right is our major sports markets. So you see, if you overlay those, you see pretty easily that, of course, the South is known for obesity. And we're also looking at sports markets because that would be an easy integration into these markets that are already very, very much sports minded. Next. So the team is me. Like I said, I'm a UX designer. I have wireframed and created clickable demos of this. It's ready to go. I'm looking for a co-founder, a CTO, who's ready to help me start building this thing. Also looking for anybody with skills in design and management, and especially with entrepreneurial experience in corporate wellness. And next, with that, thank you for your consideration.